So part of the reason why I want to do this is I take antidepressants. I've done for 2 years, and I've tried to come off them, and I felt my mental health going. So I think like the thing for me is I never used to feel comfortable telling people that. It's okay to actually just tell people stories about mental health. The first time I had what I like to call existential depression, which I don't even know the thing, but it was like I just could not understand my existence at point in life. I didn't necessarily want to die, but I just didn't really see the point in life anymore and scared of dying, but I felt trapped.
It wasn't me personally, it was my dad at the time. Kind of the world just shifted massively when we realised that he was struggling with alcohol. I remember seeing my dad, this like stereotypical powerful man, just weeping uncontrollably under the influence, crying like a baby in my arms. And that was a really, really difficult thing to see. Saw him, heard him, he went missing several times, sleeping rough, involved in car accidents. Just like absolutely devastating. And I often think, why didn't he reach out? It's easy to say, why didn't he reach out for that support? And sadly, my dad lost his life about 4 years ago. He was kind of found, unfortunately. But equally, I knew that suffering was over for him, and it allowed us to kind of carry on with our lives. And I guess from that, it's kind of made me the person that I am, keen to make sure that I do reach out for support from people.
Yeah, I ended up on antidepressants as well, like you said, Ryan. I tried counselling, like professional support, but for me it was more so to friends and stuff.
So you opened up to your friends, what did you find worked and what didn't work?
To me, I had a select few that I could open up to, and I had a girlfriend at the time who I could open up to as well. To me, as a young person, I would say, ask your mates how they are, rather than waiting for them to tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you ask your friend sincerely, we always say, you're right.
Yeah.
So,
Easy answer. Yeah, I'm fine.
Ask them sincerely, how you doing? How's your day been? How are you feeling recently? And then that might prompt or trigger something there.
It was just a normal day, and I was signing a form for a student to leave school to go to the dentist, and I felt under pressure, and I'd had a few nosebleeds, and that's a sign I kind of feel pressure or stress or anxiety. But I just kind of had that mindset of just carry on, work faster, work harder, keep going, crack on, man up, all that sort of stuff. I was thinking that to just kind of push on, and I can clearly recall being at the student section one day and signing this form for a kid to leave school, and putting their name, and then again came to the date, and my brain just kind of seized up. I didn't even know what the date was, and my brain just kind of stopped working. And at the same time, I kind of felt this well of kind of emotion bubble up like almost a volcano about to explode. And I thought to myself, oh, hang on a second, I'm about to start crying. And it made me realise about mental health and the things I was trying to behave in a certain way to try and deal and cope with it. I'm really keen to kind of try and pass that message, ongoing message, to keep it a continual conversation, to normalise conversation, because we all have those pockets of people in life where I know males who don't feel comfortable talking about their mental health or how they feel, and it really does, in that kind of laddish bravado setting, and it maybe sometimes people say, I'm fine, I'm good, and I'm really keen to try and encourage people to normalise the conversation and talk about how they feel, because now I feel very comfortable, like you, talking about it, and I actually really enjoy those conversations, those insightful conversations, intentional conversations where you're speaking to people.
It's that first time opening up that's always the hardest.
Yeah.
Isn't it? That first person you talk to, and then it gets easier.
It was something really small, I think I was tidying my desk because I was getting grief because my desk was messy, so I was tidying my desk up. And then someone made a joke, when are you going to do some work, Andrew? And it just popped to me. I remember just crying, just stood there, I started tidying my desk because you were complaining my desk is tidy. And then I'm tidying it, and you're saying, do some proper work. Just something simple, something trivial like that. That pressure and everything just got to me, especially being a new father as well.
You're right, it's like you can have 5, 6, 7 people, like males together, and no one say anything, and then it might be one person is brave enough to say, this is what I've been going through recently, and then it's like the floodgates might open because everyone else might be having the same experience but not sort of vocalising it, and that's the whole kind of push towards normalising the conversation.
Dave, 38, Sheffield.
Evan, 25, Cardiff.
Ryan, 31, Glasgow.
Andrew, 39, Darlington.
Rich, 43, Sheffield.
You're 43.
43?
You're not 43. Skincare routine.